Hey guys, welcome to the channel. How is it going? So today in this video we are going to talk about the web novel chapter 234, and let me tell you that this story is connected to our previous videos, make sure you watch it. Now without wasting time, let's begin the video. I could recover relatively easy from the sleep mode this time. Or rather, it would be more accurate to say that the connection to my clone was cut. My main body was still hiding in imaginary space. Even if one of my parallel existences spent too much power, it turned out that there was no effect on the main body. In truth, the main body wasn't affected only because Ciel had cut off the connection. She really is a reliable partner. So, it was normal that I woke up so quickly. I just have to reconnect with the orb once more. I was being carried to the control room when I woke up. It seemed everyone had promptly escaped from the subspace. Thanks to my energy being deprived by Gaia, my presence was faint. I figured that it would be fine since I didn't need to worry about Velda noticing me like this. My main body was recovering energy in imaginary space. It felt really weird having two consciousnesses at the same time. Gaia was laying on top of my stomach. He should have grown with an elongated large body about 20 meters long, but it seems he had reverted to his 50 centimeters long mini Dora form now. Apparently, he still can't humanize, so he reverted to his previous form. It was really interesting to see whether he would become a male or a female. However, I figured it would take a while for that to be shown. It seemed I woke up right when I was about to be laid down on a chair. I got up from the chair and caressed Gaia. "Rimuru-sama, you have woken up?" Noticing my movement, Diablo asked me reverently. I nod and answer him with yeah. And then, I received the explanation about what happened while I was unconscious. Several things had occurred after I went to sleep mode. First off, something happened to Gaia. When I named him Vilgaia, his power stabilized into a true dragon class and he awakened a fearsome ability. Inherent skill all creation embodiment. This is a special skill that combines arms creation and material transformation that the demons use. However, its scale and quality are on a different level. After all, it can be said that it has an incredible power that makes Gaia capable of reproducing things from memory. As an example, it seems that he can recreate 75 floors of the labyrinth that should have been eaten by Zero. Such a thing is impossible even for Veldora-san, who is his older brother. Gaia may be better than his older brother. By the way, Gaia's buddies, our avatars, were also amazing. From the story I heard from Zijin, the avatars, which had switched to auto mode, were wandering around the labyrinth and they even attacked Zijin following their instinct. They became a party of 5 with Gaia joining. It seemed they were able to defeat Gozerl and Mazurl and their character became very aggressive. Nevertheless, what were they thinking that make them attacking Zijin? No. Did they attack him because they knew he was a strong opponent? I don't think they are that aggressive, but even getting defeated can give you experiences. That's why you may be able to see it as an intentional challenge. It isn't strange of me to think that they are following our personalities as their hosts. Malim, Veldora, and Ramirez can only be said as a very aggressive bunch. The first attack came from Rimuru-sama's avatar, the ghost. Immediately after the smokescreen from the flames there was a strike from the ceiling by the slime. As I flinched, Gaia increased the gravity and the skeleton and the living armor launched their rush attack. Their coordination was splendid. Zijin praised them by saying these words. I am shocked to hear how hyper my avatar's personality was. Or rather, I'm surprised that they became strong enough to earn Zijin's praise. Well, it seems it was a difficult fight because Zijin was careful to not destroy our avatars. With Gaia restoring the labyrinth inside is switching back to its normal mode. Everyone who was evacuated is preparing to return to their respective floor. Although the battle zone was desolated, Ramirez could restore them. So much from the so-called invasion, the damage was negligible. It's a total victory for the Labyrinth defense team. But, this isn't the end. There are still 600,000 personnel from the Angel Army waiting in the sky. The discussion they had until I woke up was who will go to intercept the angels in the sky. When I asked Benimaru, he seems to have taken countermeasures for the time being. As he didn't know how the interception inside the labyrinth would end up, he had prepared ambush troops. It seems the plan was to wait for Kumara's return and then have her and her subordinates who are hiding in the forest to attack together. But, because things have progressed better than he expected, the remaining hot-blooded people made a fuss. Their leader was Apito. She looks unsatisfied because she stopped in the middle of tormenting Dino. In the end, it was decided that Apito will be the one who will head out. This was all what they had decided before I woke up. The meeting continued and the decision was left up to me. There were a lot of other people who wished to participate too. Trainee, the Dryad, and her sisters who are entrusted with the labyrinth management, and the hundreds of Treants, whom I gave temporary bodies with cultured magic dolls, are eager to fight. As they are a rank Majin class full of motivation, there's no need to pour cold water onto their burning spirit. I listened to their complaints and accepted their participation in the counterattack strategy. On the contrary, fighting forces that are not afraid of death is valuable, so I gladly accepted their proposal. Then, I see the 4 Dragon Kings standing to protect Ramirez. We also wanted to rampage, but we had to prioritize protecting Ramirez. I could read such intention from their expressions. While I'm smile Riley, I called out them. You guys want to go too, right? But, we are. I'll appoint Zijin to guard Ramirez, there's Benimaru here too. Go rampage as you guys want. You guys don't have many chances to fight seriously after all. You're fine with that, right, Ramirez? It's fine. You guys should go. But, as my subordinates, I won't forgive you if you guys lose. Ramirez glanced and easily gave her permission to the Dragon Kings who are looking at her. In a few words, the participation of the 4 Dragon Kings was decided. In the end, the demonic beast corps is led by Empress Kumara and her subordinates, her 8 pets. Queen Apito produced the 3 demon insect generals, each of them makes up the top 4 of the demon insect corps. These are the Angels Interception Force. Moreover, there are also the A-rank Dryads and Treants who are acting separately. It was decided that all of the powerful forces from the 70th floor and below will participate in the battle this time. The Dragon Strike Corps led by the 4 Dragon Kings who possess Dreadnought Warship class range attack capability are also participating. With our war potentials, there's no need to be afraid of the Angel Army whose commander can't move flexibly on her own. I instructed Benimaru to cooperate with them so that the casualties are to be kept minimum as much as possible and decided to leave the rest to them. Next is about Dinos Group who were relaxing. Dino is lying on the couch and drinking tea elegantly. You could never guess he was an enemy few moments ago, he's relaxing so naturally it seems like he's at home, you know? And meanwhile this part of the control room is still in a battle state. It's as if he says it already has nothing to do with me, Dino was thinking that it's someone else's problem. Hey! What are you relaxing for? Seems like Benimaru finally snapped about Dino who is asking Shuna for his tea refill like it's normal. Benimaru endured this pretty well. Eh? Well, the fighting is already over, so I'm written as a formidable enemy, read as a friend, right? Besides, didn't I work hard? I also cooperated to defeat Zero. Dino declared ostentatiously. He is winking slightly, which is quite annoying. It seems it really irritated Benimaru as he's the one Dino speaks to. Oh well, that is expected. Even I got annoyed just by looking at him. But, it seems even Benimaru gave up complaining as he considered that Dino's status is more or less one of the demon lords. After a short break, we began inquiring and listening about this time's circumstances from Dino and co. According to him, he apparently had received thought guidance from Velda. So, although it makes me angry of the way he keeps saying it wasn't his fault, it seems he's not lying. I could only doubt my ear when I heard Dino saying unlike Yuki's, don't you think it's possible for him to use Justice Lord Michael's forced control with the Angel Series skill as the medium? Huh? So you are saying that there's a possibility to be controlled by Justice Lord Michael if you possess ultimate skill of Angel Series? I can't say it for sure, but that's the only thing I could think of. There's no way a smart person like me is being deceived, right? Dino, the idiot, is saying whatever he pleases. I guess I can ignore him. But, could that be possible? Wisdom Lord Raphael and Covenant Lord Uriel that I possess are of the Angel Series after all. If what Dino's thinking is correct, wouldn't I have been in a pinch when Yuki stole Justice Lord Michael in the Empire capital? That's, just probably though, if you possess Demon Series skill, you can resist it, I guess? Although I think you can't do it unless you completely mastered the skill and aware of it. I see. I guess it does sound coherent if you think about it in that way. That's right. Please bear in mind that since I had deployed multiple Barrier of Gluttonous Lord Beelzebub and Covenant Lord Uriel, it became possible to defend against any kind of physical or mental attack before it even happens. Ciel Sensei. I see, if that's the case then I can agree why I never got controlled. However, although I have prevented it without knowing, I guess it was outside of Yuki's calculation. The reason why a bad guy like him quickly gave up and retreated was that his trump cards were all crushed. If that's so, then there's a risk of being controlled for those who possess Angel Series ultimate skill. If I say about those with Angel Series skill, anyone comes into mind? Dunno. I have lived for a long time, but I never had any interest in what skill other people have. I only know that Dagrul was simply strong. At least, if it's guy he might know, but I was foolish expecting Dino to know about it. I guess Leon would be one of them. Next. Among the people I know, I think Velgrind has one. That reminds me, when we revived Leon, I also had analyzed Purity Lord Metatron. Although I had restrained myself from tampering with it without permission, as expected, it seems to be a mistake. As there was a rat of unknown usage in Velgrind's Charity Lord Ragel, I have removed it when optimizing it. Since I added a mechanism in the blank part, there might be something different according to her free will. At the very least, I think she won't fall under Justice Lord Michael's control. That's it. CL reported like it was nothing important, but it might be that part that became the marker for the domination. As usual, CL has splendidly gone and done things as she pleases without my knowledge. If there's someone else who own Angel Series ability, it would be Veldora-san's other older sister, the Ice Dragon Volzard, I guess. Don't tell me Chloe has one too? I assume the possibility that Ice Dragon Volzard has an ultimate skill of the Angel Series. Moreover, I can't deny the possibility that Chloe Aubert has one concealed too. There's no use to be worried about things that I don't understand. First, I'll contact Leon and tell him to not go out of the barrier. Perhaps, Guy had anticipated this development, which is why he appointed me Zarya to Leon's side. If that's the case, it might have been fortunate that Guy was in that place together with Chloe, Volzard and also Velgrind. If it's Guy, he will manage it somehow. Although he was unwilling at first, Veldora-san is now heading to that place too. I felt he was quite unreliable when it came to dealing with his sisters, but he would manage it somehow or another. Let's think so. As for me, I just want to beat Velda immediately at this rate. I have acquired multiple parallel existence through a lot of efforts, but I want to avoid dividing my power. Or rather, since there is just one energy furnace, the recovery rate will not get faster even if I divided myself. The clones all have the same power level, so they would be useful if I use them correctly. Things will work out somehow once I defeated Velda, so I decided to believe in Guy and Veldora-san who are in the Northern Land. So guys, this was all for today's video. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.